Good morning, my beautiful traders. It is Saturday. Yes, it is. On this beautiful Saturday. It is Saturday. Yes, it is. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hope you are doing well. Let's roll. It is Saturday. It is not Friday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Good morning, everybody. Hot hands, what's up, my brethren? How are you, my hot hands? The question I have for you is, do your hands ever get cool? That is the question of the day. Does hot hands ever get cool? Good morning, everybody. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Woo-wee. Let's go, let's go, let's go to the moon. If you guys like my to the moon, you're going to get a kick out of our last video that we posted this morning. Head over to TikTok, head over to YouTube, and give that video a like. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, only Dan in the UK. The heart me in the rose, yes. Thank you, only Dan. Good morning, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful traders. Mr. Dave, good morning to you. Only while snowboarding. That's a good answer. I like that one. I am well, Mr. Dan. How are you, my friend? Good morning to all our beautiful, beautiful traders. Today, our first goal is the crown. Yes, look at that crown, everybody. Woof. Weingarten, good morning. ADIL. Yes, learning process takes a while, only Dan in the UK. The one thing about trading is you will want to quit 1,000 times. The question is, will you? That is the question of the day. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning. Billy Falter, there he is. Good morning, good morning. It's Saturday. We know what day it is. Isn't that amazing? SM, good morning to you over there on the tubes. Yes. How did we do? The month of August for traders is over. Who was green and who was red? Put it in the chat. Who was green? Who was red? Put it in the chat. Zen Method was green. Only Dan was red. That's all right. August is the hardest month of the year to trade. Money was red. All right. What else? Red for Tad B. That's okay. Weingarten. Yes. August is a hard month to trade. The hardest month of the year for sure. Zen Method with the rose. Thank you, Zen. Lexi the Frenchie. Easy puts on SPY. Frank Nero. It was a win-win month for me. Elaborate, Frank. Elaborate. And Lexi, Frenchie, you didn't answer the question. Were you green or were you red for the month of August? Mr. Dave over there with the $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Mr. Dave. Yes, the super chats are available over there on YouTube. So are gifts. We would appreciate that. And as always, our YouTubers, make sure you hit the subscribe button and give us a follow over there on the tubes. Thank you for the follow, Mikey. How are we doing, traders? Were we green for the month of August, or were we red for the month of August? Remember, make sure we're tapping that screen as you come in, my beauties. Thank you for, remember, get your heart me's in, everybody. Get your hot me's in, get your hot me's in. We got the crown on the board for the gold today over here on TikTok. We are at 3,000 likes. As soon as we hit 10K, we got a lot of stuff to go over today with you all to hopefully help you with your trading journey. Good morning. Make sure we're tapping, because if we're not tapping, we're napping, and we don't want to be doing that. To the moon. Let's go. Let's go. Remember, traders, if you had a good trading day, that don't mean dookie. It was what you did for the month that counts. Forget the day. What were you for the month of August? That is what we need to find out. A lot of traders, what they do is they think they had a good trading day and they think they figured this all out. And then they start getting that ego again and again, and then they get slammed the next day. And they're like, oh my God, I thought I had this whole thing figured out. I had a good day the other day. I made 10 cents. Now today I lost $1,000. Don't be that trader, my beauties. Mr. Day with the first crown. I love this guy. And the popular and the heart me, Mr. Dave. Thank you so much, my brother. I'm up 3 months but got smoked on Friday. Yes, remember I said that. All right, Peregrinezo, I said that. Do not let the last day of August coming into a holiday destroy everything you worked for. That's what a novice does, okay? That is what a retail gambler does, and we don't want to do that. We need to prevent you from doing that. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Up 20% for the month. Good job, Sir William Rourke. Good job. Keep tapping, everybody. Now, my next question to you all, and this is very, very important before we go to the charts. Why are you trading? Why did you start trading to begin with? Put it in the chat. Why did we start this trading journey? Oh, SM, you should know better. You should know better. To make money, says B-Tuck. Who else? B-Tuck says he started this thing we call trading to make money. Get my time back and leave my 9 to 5. Much better answer, Billy Falter. I like it. It's to become free and have a back. I have a back disability. Oh, I didn't know that, only Dan. I hope you're doing all right, my brother. Bobo with the follow. Financial freedom. DEUT. Okay, what else? JDM with the heart me is here. He is. Traders, remember, if you start this thing called trading to make money, you are going to lose money. Let me say that again for you. If you started trading to make money, you're just going to lose money. That is the biggest misconception amongst the stock market or any markets that you trade, okay? So we all have this in our brain, in our subconscious mind. Money, money, money. Money will solve all my problems. I went to the casino. That didn't work. I bet on sports. That didn't work. Let me go to the stock market now. That should be easy. How hard could this be? And then you find out this is the hardest of them all right here. Right here, Miss Market, as we call her, will wreck your soul every single day. She'll give you a little bit of taste of you think you know what you're doing, and then wham, to the downside you go. And then you keep coming back for more because the ego now is embedded inside you. She's not going to win over me. You get a little taste of green, and whammo! She nails you back to the downside again. And now you're a crazed lunatic. You're like, I'm going all in with all my shares and the rest of my account. put it on black 13. And then you put it on black 13, and she doesn't even give you a little taste of green. She just wrecks your soul to the downside. The one thing about trading, to all my beautiful, beautiful traders in here and everyone, all our amazing viewers, is that you must love trading. You are a setup trader. You must become addicted to setups, not addicted to money. If you are addicted to money, you're going to make decisions, and then after you go back and look at that trade, you're going to say, the hell was I doing? Why did I do that? Because you're addicted to the money. You are desperate to make money, and you think the market's going to reward your desperation. What's going to happen is the market's going to put you in a worse situation that you became desperate for. So you're going to be double desperate now, okay? And this is what you need to understand. We all have done this. We all come into the market to make money. We all come into the market to make money. Duh. Why wouldn't we, Voss, come into the market to make money? Duh. There's nothing wrong with you thinking that way. There isn't. We've all done it. But as you see, as you start trading amongst your journey here, you're losing money. You're not making it. And you say to yourself, why am I doing this? I thought I was going to make money doing this. Says who? Who says you're going to come into this market and make money? Who says you're just going to come in here without learning and putting in your tuition, that you are going to make money in the market? Nobody. Not here, not now, not ever. So then you say to yourself, I need help. And unfortunately, right now, we can't help you because the VIP's closed. We got too many people in there who are learning how to trade. All my VIPers that are in here right now, who was green for the month of August? Put me in the chat if you were green for the month of August. VIP. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Isn't that a beautiful thing? Yes, it is. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Paul Miranda with the heartbeat. Davion with the popular. Thank you so much, Davion. Paul Miranda. I appreciate all of you right here. And that is the biggest misconception about traders. You're addicted to money. You're desperate for money. You think the market's just going to give you money. Now we're going to get to the fun part. Are we ready? So, Voss, what do? I came in to make money, and like you said, I keep losing money. You gotta learn the market cycle. You must learn how to trade. Yesterday, I took this short right here on Amazon to the downside. It was a beauty. Look at that thing. Why did I take this trade on Amazon? I want to hear from everybody in here. I want to hear from everybody here. Why did I take that trade on Amazon yesterday for a short to the downside? Good job, Matthew. Proud of you. Sue Felicia with the crown. Yes. Davion with the TikTok musics. Yes. And that's why Davion knows what the hell he's doing. Davion is one of our VIPers. He's been with us a year now, right? When he first started, he was a train wreck. No offense, Davion, love you. But now he's taking amazing trades. He is going to be the man. He loves this game. He knows exactly why I took that trade. He knows exactly why I took that trade. That is an A+ setup coming out of a narrow state. Look at that green topping tail. Look at that elephant bar. Whammo! To the downside, into the 200. Okay? You have to wait for your setups. It doesn't matter what day it is. Okay? If you're a good trader, it doesn't matter it's Friday. It doesn't matter it's the last trading day of the month. You know how to trade. You know what to look for. Now, on the flip side, a gambler or a novice or an amateur trader, yesterday wasn't a good day for you. And I told you on a TikTok live yesterday morning, for a lot of you, you were going to ruin your accounts. How many people in here have ruined their accounts yesterday or put a big dent into their account in a negative way? Put me in the chat if you did not do very well yesterday. We don't say that, folks, to be mean to you or to put you down. It's because we've gone through it. We know by the state of the market yesterday that it was going to be a whippy in the morning. Remember? We needed we needed those neutral bullish states to get narrow. And then everything started moving like a dream, right? We know that because we know how to trade. We are setup traders. We don't care what Amazon does on earnings. We don't care what news comes out about Amazon. You don't care. A materialistic novice trader is looking at that. What you're going to do is when the news is coming out, we don't care what it says, what it does. Wait 5 to 10 minutes and then trade your setups. Wait 5 to 10 minutes and then trade your setups again. That's all you're doing. Stop chasing news. Stop chasing IPOs. Stop chasing earnings. You are gambling. Do you understand that? We have to remove the gambler out of the brain, okay? And make you a professional trader that trades setups. Your whole trading game will change completely once you are able to do this. Now, to everyone who's in the VIP, when you first came into our VIP education, weren't you just like everyone else? Gambling. You didn't have a clue of what you were doing. You didn't have a clue. Put me in the chat when you first came into the VIP, if you were just throwing darts at the board, hoping that you would get a bullseye every single day that you came into Miss Market. There you go. Here they come. Me. And then we taught them how to trade. Once you become a VIP member, you don't automatically have this crown you put on your head. I joined. I don't have to do anything. I'm going to be great now. They've all put in the work. They're putting in the work every single day. And it takes time to unwind yourself from that GAMBLER. We have to unwind that. It's like a big yarn. We're unwinding it out of your brain. And then we have the ego on top of that because now you come into the market, you come into the VIP, and this bald-headed guy is not going to know more than me. Well, how are you doing in the market? I got a track record. I got all these VIPers who are doing phenomenal. What are you doing? What are you doing? Right? So you have to give up your ego. That was a very hard thing for me to do, okay? I'm going to tell you all something right now. I don't care how big all your egos are. When I was learning to do this, I was an out-of-control human being learning how to trade. I was totally out of control. How many people here have broken multiple TVs? Say me in the chat. How many people have broken multiple mice? Say me in the chat. How many of you have broken kitchen cabinets? Put me in the chat. How many of you have smashed $3,000 laptops? Put me in the chat. That was me. I did that during my learning. Then I said to myself, I'm just going to quit. It's over. Look at this. And I said to myself, well, I broke a $3,000 laptop, 2 TVs, my kitchen cabinets, a couple mice, and don't forget the remotes. You know how many times I had to go on to Craigslist and look for remotes? Now, folks, we're talking 10 years ago, okay? 12 years ago. I did all that. Anyone else here have done that? And I said, well, I did all this damage, right? I've lost all this money. I've almost ruined the relationship. So why am I going to quit now? That's the way I looked at it. Why am I going to quit now? If I quit now, the only thing I'm going to remember is everything I broke, the relationship I almost ruined. I can't quit. I can't quit now. There's no way. And that's the same attitude you have to have. I know what you're going through, folks. I know it sucks. I know when you have good green days and then you'll have 3 red days in a row, or you have 3 green months in a row and then you have your 4th month is a red month. I know what that feels like. I did that 1,000 times. But you gotta keep going. See, here's a thing with traders. They have a green month, okay? They have another green month. They have another green month, and then the 4th month right here, they have this red month, and they get so upset. Don't focus on this red month. Focus on the 3 green months that you had prior, because you know you can put 3 months together that are green. So you have a little taste of, yes, I know what I'm doing. What happened on here on the 4th month, I'm going to tell you right now what happened here on the 4th month. You got too cocky. Your ego, because you had 3 green months in a row, got a little too big. Remember, we always come back to that ego. And then you think you were invincible, and on that 4 month, you can trade whatever the hell you wanted. It doesn't matter. I can trade into support for a short. I can trade into resistance for a long, and it's just going to work out because I had 3 green months in a row. And then this market says, and then the 4th month happens, and we start crying like children. This is a learning experience, everybody, right here. This you take as a learning experience. It doesn't matter how many green months you have. It doesn't matter how good of a trader you are. You never take your eye off the ball and think you have this figured out. No one ever in life will ever have trading figured out. The only thing that you will have figured out when it comes to trading is what, folks? Here we go. What 4-letter word is the only thing you have figured out in the market? This is the only thing the market gives you a chance of figuring out. Anybody? There it is, risk. This is the only thing you control. So for everyone who are control freaks out there, if you're a trader and you're a control freak, you're going to have a rough time at this. Okay? Because you're not going to be able to control anything. The only thing we control is risk management. That's it. You are up to you when it comes to risk. But the problem is you can't control your risk management. It's the worst thing about your trading. Do you know why it's the worst thing about your trading? Why can't people control their risk management? This is a 3-letter word. Let's put this down here. Why? Why do so many people, especially men, have a hard time controlling their risk management? There it is, VIP knows. VIP knows because of the ego. Boom. Big egos means no risk management. So I want all of you right now to take an evaluation of yourself, okay? Do you have a big ego? Put yes in the chat. And don't be ashamed to say it either. Do you have a big ego? Yes or no? Put it in the chat. Philip Stanley with the follow. Thank you. No says, hell yeah. Patron says, yep. Divad, yep. Austin, yep. Todd, yep. Miguel, thank you for the follow. Philip. Trevor, sometimes. That means yes, Trevor. O'Malley's not sure, and that's why you're losing in the market. You have to eliminate this, okay? You got to eliminate it. You have to know Miss Market is always in control. You're not. The only thing you control is risk management. Now, in order to control your risk management, you look at all these people. Yes, big ego. Yes, yes, yes. Remember, folks, if you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday, YouTube, TikTok. Hit those follow and subscribe buttons if you can. So how do we break this ego thing? You have to say to yourself that you suck at trading. It's hard. It is very, very hard. I want everyone right now in the chat to say, I suck at trading. Put it in the chat right now, everybody. I suck at trading. That's the first thing you have to admit, folks. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to go anywhere unless you do it. I suck at trading. I suck at trading. Paulina, how are you, beautiful? Good to see you. So far, Stacy's the only person who said it. Shocking that it was a female. And that's why females are the best traders. Our female VIP traders are unbelievable. I blow at trading. Well, that's another way to put it. All right. Fitment Fusion. It's too early for that. Thank you for the heart me Fitment. Marcus and Austin, thank you. So you suck at this. What are you going to do to fix it? What are you going to do to fix it? Okay? Let's go over a few things. My butt can bend. Let's go over a few things here for our beautiful traders. Let's try to help you out. Let's go to the charts. Okay. On this day, we open in a narrow state. Does everybody see that? You open narrow. So what do we know about narrow states? We're going to have good momentum coming out of this stock. We just don't know where we're going. We open in the whip zone between these two white lines, and this is stuff you'll learn in the VIP once we open it up again. Right now, we just have way too many traders in there. This opened up in the whip zone. Does everybody see this? We don't do nothing until we come out of the whip zone, either up or down. We can't do anything until this happens. These whip zone levels are configured because they are multiple support and resistance levels that we shrink inside that whip zone. So anytime we come out of them, we're going to get a big move. Now, here's the key that everyone needs to understand. These whip zone levels are only relevant for the first 15 minutes of the day, okay? VIP, how long are the whip zone levels relevant for? The first 15 minutes of the day. That is it. After 15 minutes, the whip zones come off, okay? So we know we're opening in this narrow state of affairs here. We're going to get a good move. Now we need an event. We need confirmation from Miss Market to say to us, which way are we going? Now, here's something else that's very critical. Right here, you have the base of the prior day. You see that base? You must get over this base in order to take a trade. As you can see, that base is inside the whip zone. Remember what I told you. This is configured, this whip zone, to have major support and resistance levels to be inside of it at the open for the first 15 minutes of the day. What I need you all to stop doing is drawing these stupid trend lines all over the place. Stop with the trend lines. Stop with the RSI nonsense. Stop with the MACD nonsense. Stop with the volume nonsense. Get it off your chart. Because right now, and we're going to get back to the whip zone here in a second, right now, that is what your chart looks like. That is why you're losing. And every day and every month that you lose, you add something to this chart. That's the problem. So now you had a bad August. Let's add Bollinger Bands to the top like a crazy person, all right? And then it just becomes chop suey. This is what your chart looks like, and you're trying to trade. What this is going to do is create analysis paralysis, okay? So you're always going to have one foot in, one foot out. Should I get in? Should I get out? My RSI says no. My MACD, my volume. Oh, no. The Bollinger Bands is under. It's not there. Whoa, wait a minute. This, that, ho, hey, ho. Is the stars aligned with the moon? Hold on. Did the garbage get picked up out front before I take this trade? You're going to go nuts. So what you need to do before we do anything else is take all the bullshit off your charts. This is what your chart looks like. Period. End of discussion. Got it? How many of you had charts that look like the one I just had up before? Say me in the chat. Say me in the chat. Ricardo says, excellent. It's the truth. And a lot of people don't like hearing this, but I got to give you the facts, everybody, okay? I'm not being mean to you. I want to help you, and this is how we're going to help you. Trust me, it works. Okay, look at all these me's. Me before I met you. Me. You couldn't see a thing. So now, once we get all that bullshit off, okay, we come out of the whip zone. We have our event, bottoming tail. Hammer that thing, okay? Hammer it to the upside. You are now going long. Now, here's the next problem for all of these. Anthony Leon, good to see you, my friend. Here's the next problem in the equation. When do I get out of the trade? When do I get out? Because once you join the VIP and you start trading high probability setups that we're going to teach you, your trades are going to start going in your direction. And what happens in the beginning when that happens is the VIP new traders now, they hold on forever because they just think the thing's going to keep going. Yes, Voss taught me how to trade. We're going to the moon. No, you're not. You're not going to any moon. You're not bleeding out, and you're not going to the moon. I'm going to show you that example very shortly, okay? You need to know your risk to reward. You just got into this trade here. Well, what are you risking? If anyone right now got in on this long right here, non-VIP members, do you know what you're risking on that trade? Put it in the chat. The entry is right here, right where the arrow is. What are you risking? Non-VIP members, I want to answer this. They know what they're risking. What are you risking, non-VIP members? Ricardo says no. Caesar says no. Ched Boss just says 2-1. That's not good either. Nope. Woo! The entry is right here, folks, right where the line is. You must know your risk to reward before every trade you take. Do you know what risk to reward is, everybody? It's not saying, I'm going for 2 to 1. Well, how do you know if you're going for 2 to 1? You don't know what you're risking. You can't make that determination. If you don't know the exact value that you're risking, how do you know if you're going for 1 to 1 or 2 to 1? You can't just say, every trade, I'm getting in. Here we go. I'm going for 2 to 1. You don't know where 2 to 1 is. You don't even know where it is. How are you going to go for 2 to 1, my beautiful traders? You don't know where your 2 to 1 level is, right? That's like saying, okay, I'm going to go for a drive today. Where are you going? I have no idea. Where are you going? I'm going to ShopRite. Okay, how do you get there? Oh, I have no clue. So how are you going to get to ShopRite? How are you going to get to the store? Oh, hopefully I'll just get there. Woo! Driving Miss Daisy. Let's go, baby. Yeah. Right? That's virtually what you're doing. You're taking the dice, going, give me 2 deuces, baby. 2 deuces on those dice. Folks, you need to know your risk to reward, okay? And you learn all that in the VIP. We have a whole course on risk to reward, risk management, entry, all of that, all right? Typically, you're going to notice that the market cycle is going to turn over on you at 1 to 1. Most of the time at 1 to 1. If you get an A+ setup, if you take an A+ setup, like I took on Amazon, remember that Amazon trade, you are going to get this one. No, it was the other day. This looks like the exact trade I took, isn't it? And this is the 28th. Look at that. It's almost like identical. A+ setup, you're going to get a 2 to 1 almost every time. But the majority of the times, you're going to get 1 to 1. Why is that? Why is the market cycle going to give you 1 to 1s more than 2 to 1s? Does anyone know? Like riding Miss Daisy. Why does the market give you 1 to 1s all the time when it turns over in the cycle? Anybody know? Anybody? Because, and this leads me to the next point, this is going to sting for a lot of you, okay? This is going to sting for a lot of you. This is your trading day, everybody. Right here is your trading day. That is 1 day of trading. See these candles? That is 1 day of trading. You're only going to get 3 to 5 A+ setups every day in the market. That's it. And that's on a high level. Most of the time, you're only going to get 3. 3 2 to 1 opportunities in the market between 9:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's all you're going to get. But here's the problem, and here's where I see, if I flip through TikTok and I see people live, here's where I know they are a novice, they're trying to teach you, and it's not going to go well, is when they're on the 1-minute chart, and all they're doing is in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, on Weeble, in, out, in, out. We're scalpers. That is the term they gave themselves. Do you know what a scalper is? It means they're chicken shit to be a real trader. Let me rephrase that for you all. Anyone who is a scalper is a chicken shit. And here's why they scalp and they're not real traders. Is because they can't stay in a trade long enough because they lose. So they become scalpers. They want to be in and out, in and out, in and out because they don't know what they're doing. They're gambling. They know that. But they're hoping that if they do this method 1,000 times a day, they will be green at the end of the day. How many of you here have tried scalping? Put me in the chat. How many of you have tried the old scalper? I'm a scalper. And then they're doing it on free broker accounts. Weeble, Think or Swim, because they don't want to pay the commission because they lose all the time. So they say, let me use the free broker, scalp, because they don't know how to trade. They don't, guys. I promise you that, okay? Any trade I take, and the VIP members will tell you, I'm in a trade from anywhere from 5 minutes to 25 minutes. 5 minutes to 25 minutes. Not in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. What is this? Okay? So you are only getting 3 to 5 opportunities in the market for A+ setups. The rest of the time, you're just getting one-to-one entries, folks. And that is what you have to know. You got to know your risk to reward before every trade. And based off that, the majority of the time, you're going to get a one-to-one a reward on that. Okay? Does everybody understand this? I need everyone to understand this. 3 to 5. If you are taking more than 1 to 3 trades per day, you're a failing trader. I know that already. So when you come into the VIP and I ask you, how many trades do you typically take a day? Oh, anywhere between 5 and 10. You fail. You're red every month. I know that just by that one question. Boom. Anytime I sit down with family members or friends or I'm with strangers and we're somewhere and we start to talk about trading, my wife starts to like, oh, here we go. This guy's going to get embarrassed. Here we go. And I don't do it on purpose. I say to them, how long have you been trading? Oh, wait a minute. I say to them, let me ask you, you trade options, right? Yeah, how'd you know that? Because you don't have the capital to trade shares. And you need to get rich quick. So you trade options, correct? Yes, I trade options. Okay. And I say that line very fast, so I'm not insulting them because it doesn't register. And then I say to them, how many trades you take a day? Oh, anywhere from 5, 10, sometimes 15. So you lose every single month. You're red? Yeah, how'd you know that? What cycle do you usually trade on? What's that mean? What state, the last trade you took, Bob, what state was the stock in? I have no clue. You know what position you were in? No. What event did you take when you made that trade? No clue. And that's why they're losing. That is having a professional conversation with other traders, okay? Not what was the news on Amazon on the 28th? Did you catch that news? Oh my God, Amazon, they're going to start giving away everything for free. Did you catch that when it went to the upside? Holy moly. Oh, did you catch that new IPO that came out? Did we run after it? Yeah, I lost on it. Okay, you caught that IPO? Yeah, okay. When the Fed was coming on, the Fed, oh my God, the high and mighty Fed is going to start speaking. Oh my God. Did you jump in soon as the market got volatile, Bob? Holy moly, if this sounds like you, put me in the chat. Put me in the chat, everybody. Folks, this is materialistic trading, and you don't want to be that person. What do I always tell you? And this is the most important thing. Are we ready? Everyone loves the idea of trading, okay? People love the idea. When I hear people tell me all the time, it's my passion. Trading is my passion. No, it ain't. I love trading. No, you don't. You're desperate and you want to make money. That's what you love. You don't love trading. Are you a setup trader? Do you love the setups? Do you love learning the setups? Are you like so enraged to be great at this that you are going to be a setup trader? You're not. I'm going to tell you why. Because you don't have the discipline and you don't have the patience to do it. Because the ego is going to block you from doing that. So the majority of traders, the 92% that fail, love the idea of it. They wake up every morning, today's the day. Today's the day I'm going to become financially free in the markets. You're not. You know that. Because once that bell goes off and you hear this in the morning, the heart rate starts going up, you start to sweat, and you say to yourself, I don't know what to do. And you're just guessing. You see a little red to the downside, let me short it. You see a little red, let me short it. And then whammo, it goes back in the opposite direction. And then your trading day ends like this. Let me tell you something. More traders should have more pimples on their face from all the oils they're getting off their hands that they put on their face because their head's always in their hands. Holy moly. So the majority of people, they love the idea of trading, but they're never going to be traders. Okay, I'm going to give you the facts here. You love the idea of trading. It makes you feel good because it may give you the opportunity to make money. But in the end, you will not be a trader. I'm going to say that again because you just don't have it. All right? You're not going to learn how to do it. You're going to watch your YouTube videos. You're going to try everyone's different strategy from here, from one end of the coast to the other end of the coast, from one country to the other country. Your chart's going to have this on it, like I said. Then you're going to have trend lines, then the RSI, then the MACD, then the volume, then oscillators. You're all over the map. You're not good. There's no consistency in it whatsoever. Okay? Now, with that said, we are going to go over a few things here that are going to help you tremendously, okay? The first thing you must do as a trader before you do anything else is you must know the state of your stock. If you don't know this, you don't have a chance ever in the market. Ever, 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 ever. VIP members, for all of you who know the state of your stock, how much has that helped you in the market? Put yes in the chat if it's helped you or not while I read off these amazing donations. Stacy with the roses, Adam, the wizard, Alessandro, J.L. Haba, Sue Felicia. Folks, I know you're all listening very intently here, but don't forget we got a lot of crowns on the board. Let's go. And as you can see here, yes, 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 yes. Look at all these yeses in here. Look at all these yeses in here. You must know the state of your stock, number one. Number two, after you know the state of your stock, you must know the position you are in before you make that trade. And number three is the market cycle. Where are you? Meg Cherry with the crown. Yes, Meg. Thank you. These are the three fundamentals of trading. State, position, cycle. State, position, cycle. State, position, cycle. State, position, cycle. Let's go over it. Tesla to the moon. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So let me make sure this is the 930 candle. JDM, where are you? What do we call this entry right here, Mr. JDM, or any of our VIP? Why did that go back to the upside? Does anybody know? Let's see. I can't wait to get these answers from all these people. Why did Tesla go back that way? Does anybody know? Does anybody know? Event candle. Nope. Sue Felicia. There it is, JDM. That is what we call the cycle out reversal play that you will learn in the VIP. The cycle out reversal, it's a beauty. It's going to give you a 2-to-1 almost 80% of the time when you take this trade. Now, most people in here right now are saying, what the hell does that mean? Because you're too busy looking for your RSI, MACD, yes. Opening range breakout. Oh, my God. This is the cycle out reversal, okay, everybody? Your cycle runs in threes. The market cycle will run in values of threes, okay? We're not going to get too much in detail in here because that's for the VIP. But that is one of the best plays that I take, one of our coaches, JDM, takes, and we do very well with that play right there. Now, let me ask you a lot, and this is mostly for the VIP. After you get a cycle out reversal, okay? COR, baby. You got it, Mr. Dave. After you get this cycle out reversal play, what is the next type of setup you are waiting for? Does anyone know? This is setup number one. That is your cycle out reversal. What would be the next setup that you're looking for? I never asked the VIP this question before. Break a structure? Nope. Turn the computer off. That's a good one, PJ. Yes. John, yes, John's got it. Yes, Patron, very good. Very good, the A-plus setup. So let me show you guys this. This is just to the downside. This, if you want to know to the upside, is just reversed, okay? So you get the cycle out reversal here. Usually you're going to get a 2-to-1, and then you're going to come back for that retracement. This is where you were looking for your A-plus setup on this side of the cycle. Does everybody understand that? Do you get it? Are we good? Good job, Norman. Yes. Very good. Very good. That is what you're looking for. And that's what you're going to get the majority of the time, okay? So if we pull Tesla back, there is your cycle out reversal play. There's your pullback, and there's your A-plus setup to the upside. Now, this also goes to the downside, to the upside as well. When we get to move to the cycle out reversal to the upside, it'll be the same thing back coming down to the downside, okay? These cycles run the same every single day. It may not look as clean as this, but you are cycling 1, 2, 3 over and over, and that's why you must wait in the market to take your trades. That is why scalpers don't make any money month after month after month, because they're trying to trade during the consolidation of the market cycle. Do you understand me, traders? When we're waiting for the pullback, they are in here trying to scalp this mess. And that's why if you're using a Weeble, you barely can get filled normally when you have volume. Now imagine trying to get filled on Weeble in this mess right here. Okay? So right now a lot of bells are going off. Wait a minute, I use Weeble. I use Thinkorswim. Is that why my fills are so bad? And folks, getting in ain't too bad. Is getting out of the trade is where a lot of you are going to have your problems. So all our scalpers are trying to scalp in here. Look at that. And 1 loss, 2 loss, 3 loss, 4 loss, 5 loss. They have no clue. And why are they trying to scalp here? Because they got in late up here. Okay? They missed this run up to the upside. Fear of missing out, I got to get in. And usually they're going to try to get in right at the top up here. But why don't we get in up there, traders? Put it in the chat. Why don't we take those longs there? Anybody know? Med Cherry is. Who else sent a crown? Zen Method, thank you for the roses. Meg, JL Haba, Sandra. Because all roads lead back to the 20. All roads. All roads lead back to the 20. No, they don't. SPY, daily. Pull it back, my beauties. All roads lead back. Boom. 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 Right now, that was a revelation for a lot of people. Aren't you glad I came up on your For You page? All roads lead back. You see this beauty right here? All roads will lead back to the 20. That's why when we're hanging out up here and we look at the daily SPY for the day, we say, we're not going up. We are coming back, Johnny, because all roads lead back to the 20. It doesn't matter what chart. I'm going to have some fun. The hourly, yes, it does. Back to the 12. Oh, we're bleeding out. No, you're not. You're just coming back to the 20. We're bleeding out. No, you're not. You're just coming back to the 20. We're going to the moon. No, you're not. You're coming back to the 20. To the moon. No, you're not. You're coming back to the 20. Now you know why when you take those moon trades, woo, you get wrecked. You get wrecked because all roads lead back to the 20. Doesn't matter. NVIDIA earnings are coming out. NVIDIA earnings. Oh, my God. NVIDIA, their earnings. We're going to chase it to the moon. We're chasing NVIDIA right here to the moon. No, you're not. You're about to get your face ripped off. Because you were too far. I don't care what earnings come out at what time of day. If you were too far from the 20, when those earnings come out, you are coming back to the 20 every single time. 3 times on Sunday. Now go hammer those crowns, because I taught you more in 49 minutes today than you learned in your $2,000 membership trading courses that you're paying for. So lock it up. Let's hit those crowns, my beauties. Hit them crowns. Tap that screen. How many taps do we got? We are only at 40,000 likes. 40,000 likes. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Ashamed. Hit the heart bees right there. All we ask you to do is tap and share. We got how many shares? 10 shares. 10 shares. Bellis with the You're Awesome. Stacy with the heartbeat. Way to shop with the rose. Hello, Rio with the heartbeat. Thank you, Sue. Appreciate you, sweetheart. Sue, did you like my comment in the VIP? Yeah, I know what you were trying to say. Sue's question was, let's go to the 2-minute. When we get moves like this to the downside, is there any way we can know if we are coming back to the 25% retracement or the 50? There's no way to know. I wish we did. But the majority of the time, you're coming back to the 50, okay? So more times, you're coming back to the 50. When you do come out of the 25, you're going to get some good moves out of it if you are in the correct position. Down here, we're in position 3. There's nowhere left to go in position 3. You can only go back up. Now, traders, let me show you something. When you are in position 3, way down here on NVIDIA, you have 2 options for this price action to go back to the upside. Do you know? You have 2 options to become narrow again. Right now, we're getting wide. Okay, but to get this 20 back to this 200, you only have 2 options. Price action is going to bring you back up, or time. And if it's time, you have to wait for your 200 to, and then if it's the 200 that you're waiting for, you're just going to go sideways. Your price action is going to go sideways. So that's why we hate that. See how you just go sideways as we wait for our 200? Look. Beautiful move, yes, sideways, because we're waiting for the granddaddy to catch up to bring you back to that narrow state. What we typically want is we want price action to bring us back. Bring that price action, because that 20 will start curling up, and that's when you could trade that beautiful momentum. When you're chopped up in this mess here, the party's over, which brings me to the next thing. If any of you are not trading between 9:30 and 11 only, you're a damn fool, okay? Anyone who's trading outside 11 o'clock, you're losing. You're just losing over and over again. Tap, tap, tap. Johnny says it's just moving average. Johnny, how long have you been losing in the market, Johnny? And don't say you make $1 million and you drive a Porsche with your AI photo and all this other bullshit. I'm asking you a direct question. How long, and I'm being serious, how long have you been losing in the market? Tap that screen, everybody. Let's go. 48,000, yes. You could spot them a mile away. No, I'm not trying to be mean to Johnny. You could spot them a mile away. I taught you guys this, VIP. AI photo. Yeah, they all have AI photos with their fake Porsches. We have to listen to this master. I'm not a master. I've just been doing it a long time. That's the only difference. You all will, you do it long enough. You got to figure it out. The only problem is I didn't quit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not smart. I don't consider myself smart at all. I just went through the pain of doing this every day. KCG, you get wrecked every day, then why are you still trading? Boop, 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 boop. MAs, they are not indicators. No. MAs are not indicators. MAs just teach you how to trade price action correctly. How many of you here use RSI? Put me in the chat. How many of you use RSI on your charts? Put me in the chat. How long did it take me to get this? Anywhere between 8 and 10 years, Dot. 8 and 10 years. Chancey Treat says, I like RSI. Have you been green consecutively 6 months in a row? Way to shop. Thank you for the rose. Sue, Stacy, my life. Everyone say hello to Stacy, the beautiful Stacy. Beautiful photo, Stacy. I love that profile picture. Thank you for the crown, Stacy. SMAs. People use EMAs because they have no patience. So you all know the difference between an SMA and an EMA, right? An EMA is going to put its weight on the last price action, the most recent candles, okay? That's your EMA. So sometimes when you use EMAs, you think you're going to the moon. You get in and rant, okay? So novice traders like EMAs. MACD, no, don't ever use MACD or RSI. Please. Let me ask you this. If RSI, MACD was so good, why aren't you all rich? If bots were so good, why aren't you all rich? I always liked this song. Seven Nation Army. Volume, nope. Scam. When you learn how to trade between 9:30 a.m. and 11 a.m., volume is duty. You know what duty is, everybody? Listen. Shh. It was the mouse fault. You have to trade in this time frame. This is where the big boys and girls hang out, right in here. Okay? You know where the scaredy cats hang out? Over here. Woo, 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 woo. Of course you're going to have volume, you silly goose. Chase with the follow. Thank you. Thank you, my Chase. Bum, 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 bum. What else do you want to go over, my beautiful traders? High probability setups. Yep. That is what you're doing, and that's what we will teach you in the VIP. Mooney with the heartbeat. Adam with the let 'em cook. Zen with the roses. We got 2 more crowns to reach the goal. We used to reach these goals, these bigger donations, like bam. We used to hit them early, man. Let's go. Risk to reward. David, yes, I'll teach you a little risk to reward. Are we ready? David, let me ask you a question. If you were getting in this trade right here, let's say, David, you're entering right here. Where are you getting out? David? Okay, there you go. You scalp, David. No scalping. So, David, let's say you get out up here. Okay? Let's say this is your stop loss up here. You were going to figure out your risk to reward based from here to here. So let's say that's $2 per share. You're risking $2 per share. Now, everybody in here, what do you need in order to get to 1-to-1? This will be your reward, a 1-to-1. What do you need to happen? You need a $2 move to the downside. Boom, for your 1-to-1. And isn't it amazing that at your 1-to-1, whoop, All right? So you must know your risk to reward on every trade. If you're scalping and doing this, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, you're going to lose. You are not going to be a consistent, profitable trader. It is impossible. The more trades you take, everybody, the more you will lose. I promise you. There is nobody in this earth who takes 10 to 20 trades a day who is profitable at the end of the month. Not happening. If they tell you they are lying. It's math, folks. It's math, all right? It is market cycle. It is impossible. It's impossible. It can't be done. Brokers love scalpers. Yes, they love those commissions. New Game says you don't know how to trade shorts. New Game is the same thing to the upside. It's actually easier. Why is shorting, and we'll teach you that in the VIP once we open it again. Why do shorts, momentum, why is it better than longs? Does anybody know why? Man, you guys are getting a clinic today. Do you know that? I'm putting on a clinic in here today. I'm wasting way too much energy, but I love you all. I truly, truly want you to do well. When I get messages from people, Voss, I can't believe it, man. My account is finally green. Sometimes I sit there and I cry like a little sap. My wife will be like, what are you crying about? I'm like, someone in the VIP just changed their life. That's all I want. That's all I want. And sometimes I have to come across like an ass to get it through everyone's heads. See, traders are a different breed of people because we all have big egos. So in order to break through those egos, I have a psychological background, by the way, folks. I have to break through those walls, okay? I'm a very nice guy. Ask Mr. Dave. I am one of the nicest human beings you will ever meet. I am one of the most caring people you will ever meet. I promise you. I don't have a Discord. Yeah, we don't use Discord. It's a cesspool. Did you ever notice after you join a Discord, somebody immediately messages you on a DM trying to scam you? In our platform, you don't have that problem. I forgot the question that I asked you all, to be honest with you. We are at 66,000. Can we get to 100,000 likes? On a count of three, everyone together as a team over there on YouTube. Oh, I know why. Why does, because shorts, anytime you short, it just to the downside. You ever notice that? Short, you get that beautiful volatility. Fear falls faster than greed goes up. Fear falls faster than greed goes up. So I want you all to put this into perspective with your own trading. Do you ever notice when you get into a trade to go long and it goes against you, what do you do a lot of times? I got to get out. Oh, my God, I got to get out. But when you're in a trade and it's going your way, what do you say? I'm not getting out. I need this money. I'm staying in. Yes, that was my question. I forgot it. Let's go. Tap that screen to 100,000. If we all do it together. Jay Lee with the heartbeat. Mr. Dave. Yes. It always comes in to save the day. Mr. Dave with the crown. Thank you, Mr. Dave. Yes, my brother. I love you, Mr. Dave. Thank you for coming in, man. That's pretty cool. Mr. Dave is a VIPer, and let me tell you guys something. I was riding him hard, everybody, when he first came in, because I knew he had the potential to do this, and now he's doing very well. Sometimes he takes those bonehead trades, but we all do, right? We all do that. But everyone, I want you to congratulate Mr. Dave in the chat. Hashtag Mr. Dave VIPer, who is learning how to trade and doing very, very well. We are at 75,000. You see what happens? I'm even tapping. See? If we all tap, look. Candy, thank you with the heartbeat, my Candy. Jay Lee, Mr. Dave, Jared with the finger hearts. Jared is now the title gifter of the finger hearts. Ashley with the rose. Eddie, thank you for the crown, Eddie. That's who it was. Mooney, Adam, Zen, Stacy, Sue, Way to Shop. Whoa, who's that? JR with the Night Star. Thank you, JR. Welcome aboard, my brother. Good to see you. Thank you. Let's go. I got to get everybody. Only Dan, Zen Method, Mr. Dave, JDM, Andrew the Believer, Zen Method, Davion, Paul Miranda, Sue Felicia, JL Haba, Austin, Marcus, Adam, Stacy, yes, Meg Cherry, Bellis, thank you, Rhea, way to shop, Mooney, Adam, Eddie, Jay Lee, and Candy to the moon. Thank you for all those donations, everybody. I love you guys. I love you guys. Teddy Bear, yes. Folks, we just want you to do good. That's all. If you do good, that's all I care about. And we want to teach you how to trade. I'm sorry the VIP is not open at the moment, but once it does, I will let you know on here, okay? But right now, we just have a lot of traders in there, and we want to help them. We don't want to just keep piling on VIP traders, right? Because we actually want to help you, okay? We don't want to be a membership mill where we just put in 3,000 people. Who cares what they're doing? Just keep bringing those memberships in. No, I shut it down. It's been shut down for what, a month now? Because we want to help the people in there. We also do VIP live training every Tuesday and Thursday nights. I train you every Tuesday and Thursday night, okay, in the VIP. Plus, you'll have access to all the education courses, all the live training recordings that we have in there. We have over 60 hours worth of education material. You're also going to upload your trades into the losing trades and winning trades, and we review them for you, okay? That's how you learn, not watching some schmo trade live. I'm going to copy them now. Okay. How are you doing? Not good. Candy with the You're Amazing. Sue Felicia with the roses. Joe, how long am I usually in a trade for? Anywhere from 5 to 25 minutes. I would say mostly 10, 15 minutes is the average. 10, 15 minutes. What's the matter with them? Thank you all so much. We will be back on tomorrow, I think. Just make sure you follow us. We have a lot of followers today. That's good to see. Make sure you follow us so you know when I come on. I just posted a new video before I went live. Get over there and like it. Comment in there. Say hello. Okay? We want you part of the group. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. We just want to help you, folks. That's all. And I hope you're learning. Okay? The day someone says to me, a group of people, we're not learning, is the day I stop. All right? Thank you all so much. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great weekend. Do something nice out there. And I love you all so much. We'll see you soon. Roll to me.